China, an ancient civilization with a history of 5,000 years, possesses countless cultural treasures. The traditional Chinese principle for the protection of ancient buildings is to repair their damaged or missing parts based on characteristics of ancient buildings so as to imitate closer style to the original appearance. However, ancient architecture is not always a complex and consistent existence, but sometimes remain as components of architecture, such as broken walls, windows, single column or other structural elements. My opinion is, the broken elements also share values and deserve to be remained or reforged. The design site is in Kunming, China, a place where the masters of the literati made their home during the stormy times. The original architecture of the site bears witness to the hard work of the Historical and Linguistic Institute staff to save Chinese culture. The site's existing ancient buildings are dilapidated and poorly known and unloved. Our design concept is to promote traditional culture through the design of the original and new buildings on the site, and to demonstrate the literacy and integrity of the staff of the Historical and Linguistic Institute. As a result, create a timeless space that transcends the boundaries of time and style, and to make this space a bridge connecting the past, the present, and the future. So, we ask a question: what is the essence for the ancient architectural heritage? We do not want to materialize the reconstruction of monuments by preserving heritage while enhancing the culture of the place and introducing new elements to update the user experience. We drew on various conservation laws from physics and came up with a new design philosophy to guide us in the renovation of ancient buildings. The law of conservation of architecture. The types of protection are divided into 4 categories: authenticity, spirituality, integrity, and sustainability. The internal elements of the building will not be reduced or increased. With a flowchart, the original elements will be deconstructed or reconstructed according to the actual situation to supplement the building system. Through the components of the form, structure, materials, artistic, aesthetics, cultural value, and functional aspects of a comprehensive examination can be more comprehensive judgment of an ancient building, components of the originality and integrity. This is an important basis for the assessment and protection of ancient buildings. We make a list to evaluate the different element of the ancient of building with the following, and choose the suitable principles: the use of the garden, the spatial element favored by the literati in shaping the space and linking up the nodes of the scene, and select of traditional local materials combined with modern materials like mental mesh. This ultimately generates the architecture and planning for the entire site. Contains 3 parts and 7 different architectural features that provide a rich experience. A building group named An Ancient Rhyme, the New Ode. This episode contains 2 main buildings: Dongyu Palace Soan and Lecture Hall. From the beginning of the entrance sequence, the Dongyu Palace Soan building creates an atmosphere that is outside of the smoke and fumes, naturally connecting with and detaching itself from the traffic-heavy streets and the brightly lit city. The rooftop walkway of Lecture Hall lines forms a space under the veranda around the building and encloses the courtyard with the building. Inside the venue, people sit on the ground around the courtyard, under the veranda, and listen to the vibrating words. In Water Yard, the visitor is about to enter a spatial storytelling context constructed by light and shade. In Bamboo Garden, the visitor walks into a space surrounded by bamboo forests and wire mesh, enjoying some leisure. And when entering the underground space, it is a serious space for historical exhibitions, where light and shade, landscape and space interact to achieve a sense of blurred time. When one walks in the underground space of Maitreya Temple and looks up, the metal sheets at different positions and heights reflect the light as well as the surrounding scenes, and the people in the scene through the network formed by the metal sheets, and wise present a sight, delicate and seen. The exterior of the Institute of Linguistic Studies creates a quiet, literate atmosphere of the Institute through simple water features and water surfaces. We hope that the design will act as a gateway to the past, present and future, a time machine that brings together different eras and perspectives into a cohesive whole, creating a sense of continuity and consistency that resonates with visitors of all ages and backgrounds.